Let me ask you something, and don't answer quickly. Have you ever left a conversation and felt like
People didn't really take you seriously.
not openly rude, not aggressive, just casual? They interrupt you. They dismiss your point. They talk over you. And later you wonder, why does this keep happening to me? Here's the part most people miss. In psychology, respect is not an opinion. It's a learned response. People don't wake up and decide to respect you or disrespect you. Their brain slowly learns how to treat you based on your behavior over time. And the most uncomfortable truth is this: some of the behaviors that reduce respect feel polite to you. They feel mature. They feel reasonable. But psychologically, they send the opposite signal. Let's talk about
5 everyday situations.
where respect quietly disappears. And more importantly, what to do differently next time.
Chapter 1. When people interrupt you.
Let's start with something very common. You are talking, you are explaining a point, and someone interrupts you.
What do you usually do?
You stop talking, you wait, you let them finish. Most people think this is being polite, but here is what psychology tells us. The human brain works on pattern learning. In psychology, this is called behavioral conditioning. When someone interrupts you and nothing happens, their brain learns something simple. Interrupting you is safe. It doesn't feel like disrespect to them. It feels like permission. That's why the same people keep interrupting you again and again. Now notice something important. The people who interrupt you rarely get interrupted themselves.
That is not confidence. That is conditioning.
So what do you do next time? Not anger, not raising your voice. You simply continue your sentence. Same tone, same calm energy. If they interrupt again,
Pause briefly.
look at them and say, "Let me finish," then continue. In psychology, this is called boundary reinforcement. You are not fighting. You are teaching their brain a new pattern, and brains adjust quickly to clear patterns.
Chapter 2. When you explain too much.
Now let's talk about another habit that feels harmless, but slowly kills respect. You say no to something, and then you explain yourself.
You explain why you are busy, why you cannot help, why it is not personal.
Let me ask you something. Have you noticed that the more you explain, the more people push back? That is not random. In psychology, this is related to perceived certainty. Short answers sound certain. Long explanations sound negotiable. Even when your reason is valid, from the other person's brain, it sounds like, maybe this can still be changed. Here is the harsh truth. People don't respect effort. They respect clarity. So next time, say this.
I can't do that.
And stop. Yes, the silence will feel uncomfortable. That discomfort is normal. But psychologically, silence after a clear statement signals confidence. If they want a reason, they will ask. If they don't ask, your answer was already enough.
Chapter 3. When you react too fast.
Now let's talk about emotional reactions. Someone criticizes you. Someone questions you. Someone says something that hits a nerve, and you respond immediately. Be honest. In psychology, this is called emotional reactivity. The faster someone can trigger you, the easier you are to predict. And what is predictable is easy to control. Here is the uncomfortable part. If someone can control your emotions, their brain does not see you as an equal. That does not mean you should stay silent forever. It means you pause. Next time, take a few seconds, then say,
I'll think about that.
That pause does something powerful. It breaks the emotional loop. It shows self-regulation. In psychology, self-regulation is strongly linked to perceived authority. Calm responses build respect faster than clever arguments.
Chapter 4. When you are always available.
Now let's talk about time. You reply instantly. You answer calls anytime. You adjust your plans for everyone. Let me ask you something honestly. Do people respect your time, or do they expect it? In psychology, this is connected to scarcity perception. What is always available feels less valuable to the brain. People don't ignore you because you are not important. They ignore you because their brain learned you are always accessible. Unlimited access reduces perceived value. So what do? You don't disappear. You don't play games. You respond when you are available. Not instantly. Reply later. Call back when you choose. This creates structure. And psychologically, structure changes how people treat you.
Chapter 5. When you try too hard to be liked.
Now let's talk about people pleasing. You agree to avoid conflict. You laugh at jokes you don't like. You stay quiet to keep peace. Ask yourself this: do people come to you for direction or just for comfort? In psychology, comfort and respect are not the same thing. Being liked creates emotional safety. Respect creates psychological weight. People follow those who can tolerate disagreement. So next time you disagree, say this calmly.
I see it differently.
No apology, no argument, just state it. This signals something important. You are not here to manage everyone's emotions. And that shift changes how people see you. Why this all connects. None of these moments feel big. That's why most people miss them. Respect is not lost in one event. It fades through repeated patterns. In psychology, this is called cumulative signaling. People don't think about it consciously. Their brain simply adjusts, change the signals, and behavior changes automatically. So if people don't respect you right now, it does not mean something is wrong with you. It means you learned behaviors that once helped you feel safe. But safety and respect are not always the same thing. You don't need to be louder. You don't need to be colder. You just need to stop giving your space away.